Hey everyone. So just a quick video this week. We're coming up to Thanksgiving, and I just want to explain to you how the end of this semester works and what you will have to hand in by the end of the semester and the portfolio review. So it's a list, but it's not a difficult one. You've done, I would say, 80% of the work already anyway. So, in terms of Thanksgiving, this coming weekend we are meeting, but the following weekend we're not meeting. And that's for your Thanksgiving break. So, that's, I think, the first and the second, something like that. Anyway, yeah, so don't turn up that weekend. But do turn up this weekend. And happy Thanksgiving, by the way. So, the things you need to finish by the end of the semester are all the assignments that I've given you, your website with all your updated projects on it, your resume, cover letter, business card, all branded, and your website branded that same way. And then you're going to do a portfolio PDF. So basically, you do it in InDesign. You pull in all your projects. You can do them as JPEGs because it's all going to be digital anyway. You're not going to be printing this out. But I want you to just finalize the way you would present a PDF, because there's things to learn in presenting stuff on a PDF. A lot of it is to do with legibility and big versions and nice high-res versions of your work. But it's also sometimes you'll apply for a job and they'll say, send me your 5 most relevant projects as a PDF. Because if someone's in a rush to hire someone, they don't want to have to go to a website and navigate through. Now, you may have the best website navigation in the world, but the fact is, if you have a PDF, you just go flick, 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 say yes, no, okay, good. That doesn't happen all the time. But they may not want to see all your campaigns. They want to just concentrate on your branding. And you can send them a curated group of projects that refer specifically to that job that you're applying for. And it's very easy for them to see what they need rather than all this other stuff. Again, this doesn't always happen, but it is good to be able to do that. And from my point of view as a portfolio instructor, I can get a record of what you've done over the semester, and a year from now you will have updated your website and you will have changed everything, but I'll still have the record of what you did in your final semester at school, and that's useful to me and to the department. Okay, so that's part of it. So in terms of what you need to finish in order is that you should have a goal in your head that by the end of Thanksgiving weekend, the weekend after Thanksgiving, you will have done 95% of all your project work. All the updates, all the additions, any last minute animations you want to do, any expansion you want to do on a project, have all of that done by then. Now, most of the time this doesn't work. However, if you can do that, if you can get all your project work done, you will have a much, much easier time with all your other classes. Because the only thing you have to do then is shove it on your website, shove it on your PDF, and make sure everything's branded and you're fine. And if you can get the bulk of all of that project work done, then your last things you're going to do to your projects are all the little magical things. It's like, I'm just going to tweak that color. I'm just going to change that font. I'm just going to add a bit of digital to this, or maybe I'm going to animate this logo. The final things that you do are frequently the things that really stick out in people's minds. But you got to get all the grunt work out of the way first. So then you have all that stuff and you give it to me. But then the department holds a portfolio review. And a portfolio review is where you dress up as if for a job, which is smart casual. You turn up to a designated place. Now, people in the fall, the portfolio review tends to happen on campus. And you have a bunch of desks set up, and you will bring your portfolio in some kind of form, either on an iPad or a laptop or a USB that you can stick into a computer. I'll be more specific about that later because I'll know more details about where it's going to be then. But you turn up there and you sit there, and then people come around and they look at your portfolio. And you will have a printed out copy of your resume. You don't need the cover letter. Printed out resume, printed out business cards. So they say some professor comes up to you and you say, "How do you do? Nice to see you. Here's my resume. Here's my business card," right off the bat. And then they review your work and they critique it. Because probably most of the time this semester you've been talking to me. And I'm just one designer out of many, many thousands of designers around. And it's always good to have other people take a look at your stuff and give their reaction. They might have a different aesthetic than me. They might have a different aesthetic than you. They might be more on trend than me or you. They might talk a lot of stuff that you don't want to pay attention to. But you need to get used to people assessing your work and you defending it. Now, it's important to react to what they say. It's also important not to give them the story of your life. Tell them what they need to know. And then listen. Listening is a key part of showing somebody your portfolio. Because sometimes people don't really know what to say. So you listen to what they say, and then you talk. But you listen out first. And then that'll make it easier for them to say what they're going to say, and that's what you really need to listen to. Now, it's a little intimidating, but almost everybody who's done the portfolio review has had a good time. It's actually fun to see professors that you may not have seen that taught you in your first year or something like that. It's kind of a festive group activity, which is fun. And very occasionally, somebody gets an internship from the portfolio review. Because it's not just professors looking at your portfolio. They also invite professional people, professional designers to come along and check out your work. And there even has been a case or two when people get a job from the internship. Not from the internship, from the portfolio review. So take it seriously. And get all this stuff done. Get as much of it as you can done before Thanksgiving. I'll go over with you again the details of your project and what is needed, and just to wrap everything up. And you will have this beautiful package to present at the portfolio review and to present to future employers. And you'll be in a very strong position. So there's going to be 2 more videos before the end of the semester. The next one's going to be on social media, how you use it in your projects, doing social media posts as part of a campaign, that kind of stuff, but also how you present yourself as a designer to the world on social media. But I'll go into that next time. Thank you very much. I will see you on Sunday and Monday.